Hi everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. So my name is Bola and you're watching Bola's Diary. So I quickly want to talk about something that is going on online on YouTube on this our street. So I can't remember, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember precisely. I got a note, YouTube suggested a YouTube channel, which I've never seen before, but it's because of the name of the channel and because of the title of the video suggested to me. I clicked on it and I saw this YouTuber talking about giving a warning, or is an apology video, and was telling Ukeme, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name very well, I'm sorry. So she was telling Ukeme, like, please, I am sorry, I took side if you felt that I took side with your cousin, sister, I never meant it to be like that, but this and that, so let's forget about the past, let's move on, stop talking about me, stop. So I didn't know they had issue, but because of that suggestion that YouTube suggested for me, that made me to watch her video, like I said. So, and she was saying, and if you don't stop, because I have a lot about you, and even me, and what is happening to you, if I were you, I would not even choke my mouth, I would not even say anything, I would face my family, because what is happening to you, and it is enough. You know, those things. I'm just like, she now said, you should face the issue that is happening in your marriage, because it's becoming, when you have done one, you did two, you did three. See, she said a lot in that video about Ukeme, and even the deaf could hear, even the deaf could understand that she's stylishly telling us, exposing Ukeme, that okay, now your marriage is broken. She did not hit the nail on the head, but even the deaf could hear what she was insinuating. It was well understood by everybody. A novice, a baby, a toddler would understand that. Yeah, I'm exaggerating now, isn't it? But when I was watching, I was just like, but why? Even if Ukeme's wedding or marriage, better put, if a marriage is broken, why on earth do you think, now I have your secrets in my hand, I'm going to use that to shame you? And later I watched a video where she came out and be saying, where she was justifying the reason why she exposed Ukeme. Women, we can do better. On no accounts, there is no justification for you to shame a fellow woman for having issue in her marriage. We can do better. If your own is going honky-dory, if your marriage is smooth, give glory to God. Don't think you know how to do it better than the person that has a problem in her marriage. No, it is just by the grace of God. And we are still living. We don't know what is going to happen the next minute. I'm not saying anything, but life do happen. UK's marriage was not the first marriage that had issue. Some people had issue in their marriage before it became UK's turn. And after hers, somebody else's turn will come. That is life. So that got me. I was a bit I wasn't okay with that video. I was just like, why? Why will a woman come out boldly, without remorse, without empathy, to come and shame a fellow woman that her marriage has issue? Sis, women, let us do better. Let us do better. Let us stop marriage shaming our fellow woman or fellow women that have problem in their marriages. Let us stop it. It is sad that when somebody is down, women that are supposed to embrace that person and give the fallen sister a shoulder to lean on, they will be the one to beat her more. I subscribe to Ukeme's channel. I subscribe to her cousin's channel too. But I am not their viewer. I hardly, it's not because they don't have good content, but I hardly watch videos because I have a lot of things to do. I have busy life, okay? So, but I still have their notification left like on. So when anytime they have new videos, I always get the notification. But after I watched the video that this lady did and was like giving apology to Ukeme, then her notification came up that she was live. So I now went and clicked on the notification. So I now saw that I think she was replying, or she was, so I now found out that there was an issue that she came online to tackle. So I'm not going to talk about her cousin's issue with those young ones. I don't want to talk about that one. I just want to talk about the aspect of her marriage, and people are shaming her because her marriage has an issue. That's the area I'm going to talk about. So, and I joined her live, and I heard her talking about how this same YouTuber came online to talk about her marriage, how she's trying to expose her, this and that. And she was like, did I ask you to tell who asked you to come online? Do you want to expose me or something like that? And she was actually, you could see that she was emotional. Who wouldn't be? She was emotional, and that was my first time of commenting on in her comment, because I felt that she needed somebody to console her. I felt that she needed a shoulder, a fellow human being, a sister, to give her like encouragement. And I commented like, sister, nothing do you. You did nothing wrong. You only gave marriage a try. And if it works, good. And if it didn't work, fine. That does not mean it's your fault. Put on your cap, readjust your crown, and keep going. So then I left the live because I didn't finish, but I've had the leading to talk about the issue of women body shaming, marriage shaming their fellow women when they have problem in their marriages. I was just like, something was pulling me back, because I don't want to be involved in the saga that they're going up and down with. I don't want to be part of it. So I was contemplating in my spirit, if I put my mouth now and give my own thoughts about this thing, my own opinion, wouldn't it be seen as if maybe she's siding somebody? I'm not taking side. I'm talking now to women. Let's stop this habit of like shaming or faulting a woman whenever there is a problem in the marriage. Let's stop it. For Ukeme's cousin to go and be telling the man, if I don't know how to refer to the man, if it's the ex or the husband, for her to go and be messaging that man and be congratulating that man. There is no need for that. There's no justification for you to go and do that. Even if you are happy that your sister is having a problem, if you are happy now that her life is, God forbid, that something is happening in her marriage, you should have kept that joy into yourself. You should have kept that joy into yourself. Get your music on and be dancing in your house. I can't imagine a cousin to do that to her own fellow cousin. What can be the criteria? Where is your empathy? Has it gotten to that? God forbid that anything happens to her. God forbid that she passes. Is that the same way you'll be dancing like, yes, I've conquered my enemy? Because I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, what would make a cousin, even an ordinary friend, wouldn't do that? My children, when they were young, this one and Sandra, they were cat and dog in the house. I couldn't leave them for a few minutes to go and do something else. I would be afraid, like they would have. I would be thinking like, oh my God, these children would have finished themselves before I'll be back. So I don't leave them out of my sight without somebody to supervise them for me. But do you know what? When they are in school, if somebody is fighting Desmond, Sandra will join to fight the person. If somebody is fighting Sandra, Desmond will join, and the teacher was like their teacher was calling me, "Come, you need to come in. Your children are fighting. They team together to fight people." And I'll be like, "Whoa, these are Tom and Jerry in the house." But when they are outside, they come together in unity to fight their enemy, even though they are not like in good times. That's why they say blood is thicker than water. But this blood is so watery. Why will you be so happy that your cousin's marriage is in shambles? Anything can happen to anybody anytime. It is Ukeme's turn today. We don't know whose turn it's going to be tomorrow. Another point I want to make, guys. Women, let us try to stop this culture of blaming the woman whenever there is breakdown in marriage. Let us stop it. A woman is already down. Her fellow women will come out to beat her more, to beat her down. Do you guys want, like the situation that Ukeme is, you don't need to be told that she's struggling to be strong. We know how emotional women can be. Even like if you have boyfriend and you have a fallout with your boyfriend, you will feel it. Now talk of a marriage. Is it the shame? Is it the emotional commitment that she had committed into that marriage? Like I was saying, there is my space. Anyways, let me keep talking. I don't have a lot of storage in my phone. So like I was saying, is it the humiliation that she's going to face? So we already know that she's definitely down emotionally. God forbid depression. And a woman came out, or let me say women came out to shame her, to beat her down the more. It is very wrong. And one thing, women, we need to understand something. If a marriage breaks down, you should stop like blaming the woman. It takes two to tango. Okay? One person cannot make a marriage work. No, one person cannot make marriage work, okay? And one thing is, you cannot keep somebody that does not want to be kept. Let's try to be thinking out of the box. Let's not be blaming the woman at all time whenever a marriage breaks down. Not like they were saying, like the charts that Ukeme read out, that the cousin went to congratulate the man. I was saying nobody can live or can marry Ukeme. What do you mean? There are women that are more wicked. I'm not saying Ukeme is wicked, but let's not assume that, okay, let's go with your narrative. If she's that wicked, if she's that mean, are you saying that there are no other mean and wicked other women out there, and they are like married? They still live with their men. So it is not about that. So let me tell you, when this first YouTuber that came to expose Ukeme, went to expose in quotes now, when she brought it out, and I was like deliberating, immediately my mind told me, she doesn't have to do anything wrong. Ukeme is a single mother with 2 lovely boys. This guy has no issue. He doesn't have a child. So definitely, we know our culture in Nigeria. We know Nigerian culture. Nobody wants their family member to marry a single mother. There is this stigmatization that comes with being a single mother. So against all odds, let's assume the guy, like, okay, deviated from the advice of his family, married Ukeme. The pressure is on them for them to start procreating immediately. They must start having children. If they wait 1 year and there is no child coming, they will say, oh, you see, She has already gotten her own children. You are just helping her to train her children. This and that, this and that. So there is a pressure. There may be pressure. Let me not say as if I knew. There may be pressure from the man's family telling him to go out and go and look for somebody that will give him his own child. So Ukeme doesn't have to do anything before the man will walk away. She doesn't have to be wicked. She doesn't have to be rude. She doesn't have to be. You guys said she's beating she beats the man. She doesn't have to do that before the man will walk away, because this is a man that is being under pressure. He's being pressurized by his family to go get somewhere or somebody that would give birth. I wasn't there. I'm not sure, but it is a possibility. So we should stop thinking when a marriage breaks, it is the woman. It is then that women will start quoting Proverbs 31. A good woman built her own house. A good woman built her own home. Who says Ukeme was not ready to build the home? Have you ever seen a woman that got married and say, okay, in 5 years' time, or in 2 months' time, or in 2 years' time, I want to be out of that marriage. I want my marriage to break. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And when that thing when it has happened like that, what do you want her to do? She should go and buy herself to delete herself. And this is what makes women to get killed, to get deleted in toxic marriages, in abusive marriages, because of what these people came on YouTube to do. When you shame them, they are the victims, and you came out to come and re-victimize them, to come and blame them for offense they never committed. It is very wrong, guys. Let's put on a new heart. Okay? Let's try to unlearn that terrible habit of us blaming women for when a marriage breaks, you blame the woman. Let's stop that nonsense. Let's unlearn so that we can relearn. In this part of the world, if a marriage is not working, the woman will just gallantly, happily walk away, because she knows that nobody is going to come out and start marriage shaming her, because they see that, okay, you don't have to be married for you to be successful. Oprah Winfrey is not married. She's successful. You guys should stop attributing success to marriage. If your marriage is working for you, good for you. The person that is unfortunate in marriage, leave them alone. Let them live their life. That does not make you better than them. It's a shame that somebody will come online. If you have somebody as a cousin that is congratulating your husband for going to impregnate somebody and saying nobody can marry you, nobody can stay with you, you don't need an enemy anymore. You do not need an enemy. You already have one. If a cousin can do that, what are we fighting for? What is the cause of this problem that you cannot learn to forgo? If we are fighting, it shouldn't be unto death. You have an issue with your cousin. So that means, God forbid, that anything happens to her child. Will you be jubilating? God forbid anything happens to her. Will you be jubilating? You come out to pretend? Because she never knew that this chat will be out. She wanted to keep it between the man and herself. She never knew. If I didn't congratulate her, somebody else would congratulate. You should have waited for that congratulation to come out from somebody else. It shouldn't be you. And UK, I'm advising you, and I'm telling you, I'm encouraging you, my darling sister. You did nothing wrong. You only gave marriage a try. And that is not the end of your life. I got remarried when I was 50. I shared my testimony here on YouTube. 50. It is very difficult for a single mother to get married to a single guy that has never had any child before, and you expect the marriage to get to work. It has happened like that, but it is like 2 out of 100. Family pressure will mount on the guy. They will tell the guy to go and look for somewhere else, or another person. Look elsewhere to go get your own life sorted. She has her own children. She's raising her children. You guys cannot think of that. You cannot think out of the box and say, oh, this could be the reason why this guy stepped out of his marriage. You guys are saying it was Ukeme. Nobody want to live with her. And you guys started counting men for her. Why? Why? Women, we need to do better. UK, see, forget about any of these people. Let your achievements make the noise for you. Let your achievements make the revenge for you, okay? Let your success speak for you. Forget about everybody. Stop responding. And let me tell you, no man is worth dying for. Don't go into depression. My darling sister, I know it is very difficult. It's very, very painful. I can feel your pain. I came online here 4 years ago to share its testimony. I mean, to share my what I went through. When I started dating, because when my husband passed, and for 17 years I've been alone. And when I started dating, I made sure that I didn't date because my children were young. So when my last child turned 16, I gave dating a try. I started dating. I dated this guy for 4 years. Sorry. I dated this guy for 4 years. Nothing happened between us. We were happy. This guy was cheating on me. He was seeing somebody else. He was planning something and he just came and gave me like, oh, I'm done. I became depressed. We were in that relationship for 4 years. I became depressed and it took me a solid 1 year. Like I was in and out of it, on and off. Like this minute I'm okay, the next minute so I can imagine, I can feel your pain, Ukeme. I can feel this is a marriage. But my darling sister, look at me now. I bounced back to the glory of God. No man is worth losing your life for. No man is worth losing your sanity for. Bounce back. You will still get married. It is better if you have children. It is better with a man that has been married and has his own children. When you're marrying with your children, it's not easy to go marry somebody that hasn't gotten any child. It's difficult. Marry a man that is mature, that will not listen to the family pressure, what the family members are saying and things like that. That is what is good. That is the type of man that is good for you, my darling sister. And on this YouTube, we're going to celebrate you. Let them be making their noise. Let them be counting whatever they want to count. But women, please, let us leave this culture of shaming, blaming the woman when a marriage breaks. Okay? Let's think out of the box and see factors that can lead to this breakdown of marriage. Let's not be looking at it at all times that it is coming from the part of the woman. It is the fault of the woman. Somebody is already down. You guys are beating her down again. Do you want her to run mad? Do you want her to commit God forbid? Why? We are supposed to be her sister's keeper. We are supposed to come out and give her a shoulder to lean on. I don't know her. I've never spoken to her before. But I was moved. Because when I saw the way you guys are, the people came online to shame her. Instead of you guys to empathize with her, to give her a shoulder to lean on. Women supporting women, they say. Where is it? Please, guys, let's do better. When a sister is down, let's not beat her more. Let's continue to uplift her. It is not Ukeme's fault. The problem that I think could be the problem, or let's say one of the problem, is because of her having children and that man has none. It is very difficult for such man to stay. It's just like he wasn't patient enough with Ukeme. It's only 2 years. So UK, my love, encourage yourself. I'm not saying it's not easy to dust yourself up and like that, but make every effort, daily effort. No man is worth dying for. Whoever did not think of you and just walked away like that, you don't have to be mourning. Get up, dust yourself, rearrange, adjust your crown. You are a royal diadem. Keep moving. Life goes on. Don't get depressed. Don't commit this thing, suicide, I don't want to call it. Don't do bad thing to yourself. Don't go into depression. Whatever you can buy to enhance your beauty,